Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to JWE Monday Night Jayromoda. Tonight we're in Seattle, Washington, where things are starting to heat up as we prepare for summer in our next PLE of the year, Summer Smackdown. Tonight, Akihiko Sanada and Leon Kuwata face off to fight for the first step of the division right below the flawless Goro Akechi, and Makoto Niijima looks to exact her revenge against Kasumi Yoshizawa and have the newly crowned champion start off her reign with a loss. Get ready for a night of 8 exciting matches, because this is Jayromoda. And here we go, starting off our night. Introducing first, representing Torna, it is Lora.
Making her way to the ring, representing the Acolytes, from Pangea, Lori!
And her opponent,
From Japan,
it is the ultimate swimmer, Asahina. And we're starting off our night with which should be a pretty high-flying, pretty high-energy match. And coming off of, 2, 3 short shows in a row, we need a pick-me-up. Not saying that short shows are bad, I'm just... whatever. And referee rings the bell, they meet in the middle, as Hina immediately begins with the offense, forcing Lora up over the shoulders, and a barrel roll suplex, and immediately middle rope. And a middle rope frog splash, going for the quick pin. There's 1, there's 2, and Lora kicks out. Hina with another crossbody into the stomp, or rolling out of the ring, climbing back in, trying to draw Hina to the outside. And a wrist clutch arm drag from the top rope. And a soccer ball kick right to the spine. And now to the stomach. Ducking underneath that clothesline. And a Hurricane Rana, preventing Hina from rolling out. And a toss. Lora diving underneath. And a trip. And all of the momentum that Hina had at the beginning of the match quickly evaporating, as Lora once again with a top rope, this time with a Hurricane Rana. I thought that was going to be another arm drag. And look for a senton, but Hina rolls out. Now Hina with her Hurricane Rana. Lora with a nice duck and a reversal. And Hina reversing right back. And now both women just exchanging blows in the middle of the ring. Hina seems to have the better of Lora, but Lora with that reversal. Hina immediately taking her down, going for the pin. And not even a 1 count. Hina with a spinning back heel kick. And the pin attempt. There's 1, there's 2, and Lora kicks out. Running Pele kick. And another pin attempt. There's 1, there's 2, and Lora again gets her shoulder up. And the pendulum once again swinging to the other side. Well, I mean, it's already swung to the other side. Forcing Lora up to her feet. And a spinning cyclone kick. Heading up top. And a spiral tap. Just staring down Lora. Trying to catch her breath, I'm assuming. There's not really... Okay. Just waiting for the pin. There's 2, and Lora kicks out, and I wonder how much of that delay, or how much did that delay affect that kick out. Lora taking advantage, working on the arm. Knife edge chop in the corner across the chest, pulling her away. Waving the red flag, and a dangling kick. And now Lora looking to come back, running clotheslines. And a stomp. Into a backflip senton and the pin. There's 1. There's 2. Hina kicks out. Lora forcing Hina up to her feet. Kick and a spike DDT. Arrow whip into the corner. Looking for a scoop slam, but Hina jumping out of the way. Lora knowing exactly where she is. Spinning heel kick to the gut. And heading up top. Looking for the 540 splash. Hina getting out of the way just in time. Looking for the elbow. But Lora stepping out of the way. Monkey flip sending Hina into the corner. Headlock applied. There's the punches. Soccer ball kick and another senton. Hina heading to the outside. Lora joining her. And just sending her outside. Hina with a Hurricane Run along the outside. Forcing Lora back up to her feet. And a spiking facebuster. And the moonsault. Hina tossing Lora back inside the ring. Quickly joining her referee only at the 4 count. And here's the cover. There's 1, there's 2, and Lora does not kick out, and Hina getting the last laugh.
Here is your winner, Ali Hina.
very pendulum-like match. Is pedantic the word I'm looking for? I don't think it is, but very pendulum-like. Constantly back and forth, and well, the one with the upper hand and her arm raised at the end is Aoi Asahina. And for our next matchup, introducing first, it is the Ultimate Robot, K1B0 Kibo, making his way to the ring with Miu Iruma.
Making his way to the ring from Japan, weighing in at 196 pounds, K1B0.
And this is a matchup that I cannot recall the last time these two have faced off against each other. I'm sure they have at some point, I just can't seem to remember when, but it's going to be an interesting one.
And his opponent, representing the Creed brothers from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 143 pounds, Kanji.
And his opponent making his way to the ring with Risei Kujikawa. It is Kanji Tatsumi. Here we go, Kanji and Kibo staring each other down. Ref rings the bell and they meet in the middle of Kibo immediately beginning with the kickboxing and a neckbreaker suplex. Kibo forcing Kanji back up to his feet. Irish whip into the referee. And Kanji taking exception to that with a bull rush. And a crossbody. Kibo kicking him at the 0. That is indeed what the 0 in his name stands for. And Kanji with a powerbomb. Kibo with an enziguri reversal. Kanji rolling out of the ring. Kibo looking to join him with a corkscrew splash, but Kanji rolling out of the way. Kibo doesn't seem too deterred as he continues the offense. Head scissor elbow immediately busting open Kanji, who's in the ring at the count of 4, but how much will blood loss play a role in this match? Is Miu going underneath the ring, grabbing a baseball bat and sliding it into the ring. Referee finally noticing and tossing it to the outside. Standing shooting star press from Kibo. And leg lock applied, or ankle lock, excuse me. Ankle lock applied, just cranking on it. And a stomp to that weakened ankle. And Kiba with the RKO, the robot knockout. There's one, there's two. Kanji kicks out. And Kiba in the corner immediately looking for the spear, but Kanji jumping out of the way is Mew. Once again, just doing a little bit of trolling. Kanji with a backbreaker. Side slam. And Kanji just stomping on the arm. Referee finally noticing the missing turnbuckle. But right when Kanji hit the side bomb, and Kiba kicking out before the referee could even notice the pin attempt. Kiba with the reversal kicks to the thigh. And Mew right in front of the referee. That is pretty brazen. Kanji with the Irish whip and a swinging side slam, or the scoop slam. And now dead lift, military press, drop. Kanji not going for the pin, instead heading up top, and the referee yet again, or once again rather, busy with the turnbuckle. There's a diving shoulder tackle. Kanji noticing that the referee wasn't paying attention, doesn't go for the pin this time. Mew thinking about it again, and Kanji with another scoop slam. Forcing Kiba up, sending him back down. Kiba the reversal, but Kanji with a punch right to the back of the head. Up, over, and a pendulum backbreaker. Kanji going for the pin. There's one, there's two, and three. That looked rather innocuous, but Kiba unable to kick out. And despite Mew's best efforts to swing the match in her client's favor, Kanji gets it done, and well, I guess Risei is just that. Risei is just that better. And next, for our Women's Universal Championship match, or Women's Universal Division match of the evening, introducing first, it is Samus Aran.
Making her way to the ring from out of this world, Samus Aran.
And I had to check, because I swear we had this match recently, but I'm not finding it. And her opponent It is the ultimate martial artist, Sakura Ogami. And here we go, referee rings the bell. They meet in the middle, with Sakura immediately taking Samus down. Stomp to the upper arm. And another stomping arm breaker. Sakura forcing Samus up to her feet. Irish whip. Up, over, and down. Well, not over, but up over the shoulder and down. But Samus kicking Sakura off of her. Grabbing the wrists, knee strike to the face, and an Irish whip into the corner. Backflip slam in the corner, and now Samus bottom rope shooting star press, and a middle rope 180 corkscrew moonsault. Samus with the Irish whip. The gut-wrenching takedown and a kick right across the chest. And Samus heading up top, immediately jumping down. I don't think she really liked her prospects there, as Samus going for the pin after the knee. And Sakura kicks out at 1. Takedown into the arm breaker. Sakura back up to her feet. Samus looking for the attack, but Sakura with the reversal. Gut-wrenching side slam, and Sakura forcing Samus up again. And a gut-wrenching slam. Sakura with an arm breaker. And once again on the offensive. Alligator rolls now. Into a headlock. Just applying pressure. Sakura forcing Samus up to her feet again. Arm breaker into the takedown. Stomp to the upper arm. And a huge clothesline. Sakura up top. Cross body splash into the pin. There's 1. There's 2. And Samus kicks out. Irish whip. Into a wrist lock. Suplex into the submission attempt, but Samus immediately up against the ropes, getting a rope break and getting out of the corner. Running clotheslines and a trip. Samus with a morph ball, well, not a morph ball neck breaker, but the rolling neck snap from the corner. Top rope moonsault, nobody's home. And now Sakura with a 180 power bomb. And the pin, there's one, there's two, Samus kicks out. Sakura with a kick to the spine, forcing Samus up to her feet. Over the shoulders, but Samus slips out. Sakura with the reversal right back. And now this match coming to a climax as both women just draining their tanks. Huge strikes in the middle of the ring. And Samus with a spinning back heel kick. Lining up the finisher. Up, over, and there's the Morph Ball neckbreaker. And the pin, there's one, there's two, and Sakura kicks out. Middle rope, or bottom rope senton. Sakura to the outside, Samus following her out. Only to be sent right into the apron. Samus with a headlock along the outside. A tap out's not going to do anything. As Sakura tosses Samus back inside the ring. Kick to the spine. And the pin attempt, there's one, there's two, and Samus again powers out. Sakura picking up Samus, tossing her against the ropes. And just dragging her away, but Samus trying to get away. Side slam from Sakura. There's one, there's two, there's three.
Here is your winner, Sandra O'Grady.
And the women's Universal Division always delivers, and yeah, that is another just amazing match from this division. And for our men's Universal Division match, introducing first for this triple threat match. Introducing first, like I said before, it is Dickson.
Making his way to the ring from Kanji, weighing in at 185 pounds, Dickson.
And Dickson hasn't really had that. He hasn't really had that good of a season so far, but well, you can always change your trajectory of a season with one match, and told me backstage that is exactly what he's planning on doing tonight. A win here against two former division champions. Yeah, that would be huge. Introducing second, It is your former men's Universal Champion before being dethroned by Matt.
7 feet tall, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Technician, Wallace!
It is Waluigi. And last but not least, making his way to the ring, it is Jin.
Representing the Acolytes from Pangea, weighing in at 225 pounds, Jin!
Here go all three men ready for this triple threat Falls Count Anywhere match. And referee rings the bell. Dickson and Jin immediately finding each other, as Dickson sends Jin into the referee and right down to the mat with that face buster. Now Waluigi walking Jin over to the northwestern corner, but Jin fighting his way out. Backflip elbow that somehow connects with both Jin and Dickson off the collateral. Up, over, and a spinning power slam. Dickson sending Jin over the top rope, and here comes Waluigi sending Dickson over the top rope as well. And now all three men to the outside. And a standing shooting star press from the wall. Waluigi heading underneath the ring, looking for a new toy, and it's a sledgehammer. Jin forcing Dickson up over the shoulder, and face first into the LED screen, but Waluigi, don't forget that he has a sledgehammer. Dickson wrestling it away from his hands. Waluigi doing the same right back. And Waluigi doing immense damage. Dickson with the save. Trying to toss Waluigi into the ring, but Waluigi just won't go. And Waluigi smartly separating Jin and Dickson. And the crotch chop, because why not? Dickson back in. Waluigi forcing Dickson up, but Dickson elbowing out. Vulcan sleeper hold from Dickson, sending Jin down to the mat. And here comes Waluigi with a neck breaker. Jin with a running clothesline though. Dickson with the tackle in the ground and pound. Not only to Jin but to Waluigi. Pin attempt, there's one, Jin kicks out. Jin rolling out of the way. And another backflip back elbow from Waluigi with an elbow drop. Dickson with a kendo stick. Just tossing it up to Waluigi. Rebound back elbow. We're looking to go after Jin, but Jin getting his feet up. And Dickson fighting out. Waluigi with a head scissor toss. And a reversal, but there's a back rake from Dickson. Jin sending Dickson to the outside, but here comes Waluigi with the combo. Not going for the pin. Said heading to the outside, looking to pick up a weapon. And the baseball bat. Waluigi just caving Dickson's spine in with the baseball bat. And Jin and Waluigi both hitting each other with their respective weapons, but Jin, his goes through first, now bashing Waluigi, cutting him open with the kendo stick. And now going after Dickson. Pin attempt. There's not even a 1 count as Dickson kicks out. Waluigi tossing a kendo stick at Jin. Jin tossing Waluigi away. Waluigi back up to his feet. And a head scissor toss. But Dickson with the ground and pound. And a pin, there's 1. Waluigi kicks out. Spinning side slam from Dickson. But here comes Waluigi with another head toss. And a standing shooting star press, not going for the pin. Trying to toss the kendo stick at Dickson, but not quite getting the angle. But here comes Waluigi up top with Dickson. Top rope waplex. But Jin right behind. Waluigi somehow getting the distance with that drop kick. And Jin elbows out. Here comes Dickson back up to his feet. Top rope RKO from Jin. Dickson looking for the knee. Jin stepping out of the way. But another Vulcan sleeper hold from Dickson. Dickson lining up the finisher. But Waluigi not caring and interrupts. Waluigi with another wallplex against Dickson. But noticing Jin trying to get back up to his feet. Hitting the combo again, but here comes Dickson. Waluigi stepping out of the way. Pin attempts, nope. Dickson with the breakup and attacking the referee at the same time. Dickson with the elbow. After reversing Waluigi, sending him for a run. Arm drag takedown and now going after Jin yet again. Sending him down with the hammer punch. And Dickson looking for another toy. It's that steel chair. Jin now with the reversal. As Dickson just tossing a chair at Jin. Waluigi with a neck breaker. Pin attempt, but Dickson's gonna break it up. There's one, there's two. Waluigi kicks out. Waluigi with an Irish whip, looking for the arm drag, but Dickson not in the channel that he wanted. And now Jin on the offensive. Jin with the corner trap punches, but Dickson pushes him away. Jin with a running clothesline, Waluigi with a kendo stick. And remember, this is Falls Count Anywhere. So Jin could absolutely go for a pin against Waluigi here. Actually, that would be the smart play, but I guess damage is more important. Dickson with the steel chair. Waluigi knocking it out of his hand. And now bridging armbar that Jin's gonna break up. Waluigi with a reversal. Neck breaker. And now Dickson sending Waluigi over the top rope. And I feel like we're really close, yet not anywhere close to a winner of this triple threat. And Jin lining up the apron drive-by. And once again, Jin finding Waluigi along the outside. Pin. Referee not in good position. There's one. There's two. Waluigi kicks out. Dickson with a spear over Waluigi. Knocking Jin down, going for the pin. Waluigi breaks it up. Jin tossing both men into the ring. And here comes Jin with the baseball bat. Just bashing Dickson's knee in. Jin, I would go for a pin right about now. Waluigi's back up to his feet. Jin, the first back up to his feet, going after Dickson. And just cranking the head against the top rope. Into the corner. But here comes Dickson. Jin seeing that coming, trying to toss the baseball bat. And Dickson with an arm-breaking leg drop. There's a clothesline in the corner. And Dickson going for the pin. This could be it. There's one, there's two, and no, it's not. Dickson with the baseball bat, bashing Jin's face in, but here comes Waluigi with the Waplex. There's one, there's two, and Jin is up to his feet, but too late. And Waluigi comes home victorious in this heavyweight triple threat match. And for our first tag team matchup of the evening, introducing first, it is An Takamaki and Haru Okumura, the Diamonds. And their opponents making their way to the ring with Rex. It is Pyra and Mithra, the double-edged blades. And on, and Mithra the first in the ring. As Mithra immediately sending on into the corner. Slugging right hand. Now pulling her away. And a suplex into the corner. Immediate pin attempt. There's one. On kicks out. And Mithra sending on into the corner. Tagging in Pyra. And the chain attack. Pyra with a knee to the spine. And a stomp to the thigh. Before heading up top. Haru trying to play some defense, but Pyra with a diving senton onto the outside. So is Pyra. On with the reversal, sending Pyra head first into the top of the LED screen. And forcing her up to her feet. Pyra sending on into the turnbuckle, but on fighting out, tossing the fire blade into the corner, knife edge chop. Pulling her away, just driving her into the corner. And a release suplex. On still thinking that she can go strong. Sending Pyra into the corner. Sending her away. Well, not quite. Hangman. And on tagging Haru back in. Pyra crawling to the corner. Finally gets the tag in. And Mithra's back in. Mithra sending Haru into the corner, tagging Pyra back in. And another chain attack. Pyra just slamming Haru's head into the canvas. And a diving knee to the chest. Pyra quickly tagging out. But Haru fighting out, jumping back in. Mithra with a double foot Pele kick, and Haru tagging in the Desperado tag, getting on back in. Mithra with the pin attempt, there's one. On kicks out. You know what? Props to Haru for not interfering with that. She could have, but she chose not to. Mithra sending on to the outside and lining up the baseball slide drop kick. And a jumping arm breaker. Mithra turning on around, up over the shoulders, and on fighting out. There's a 6 count. Mithra lining up something big on the outside, but just saying to hell with it because On was taking too long to get up. Mithra up top, watching as On tags out. Heel kick and Zagiri from Mithra. Haru rolling to the outside. Mithra up top. And jumping down. Deciding that it's instead better to go after Panther, who's on the complete opposite side of the ring. Now Pyra sending Haru to the outside, looking to do the same thing that her sister did. Baseball slide corner dropkick. Pyra sending Haru back up to her feet, tossing her back inside the ring. Heading up top, cross-body splash. And the pin attempt here comes on to break it up. Stomp to the calf. Not the calf, the thigh. And Pyra sending on for an Irish whip. Haru for an Irish whip. We're getting a little bit too eager. Haru on the offensive, elbow to the spine. And the Irish whip into the corner. And Pyro with a suplex in the corner, not going for the pin, instead tagging out, and Mithra's back in. Mithra looking for the spear. And again, Panther just getting her knees up, but Mithra knocking Panther off the apron. Middle rope crossbody. Not going for the pin because that would be the smart thing to do. Instead, Mithra sending Haru into the corner. But Haru with the reversal, sending Mithra into the Tree of Woe. And now going after Pyra. Mithra back up to her feet. As Haru, I think she just wasted time. And Mithra again just randomly deciding to go after Panther, even though Panther's shown her time and time again that that is a very bad idea. Haru picking up Mithra over the shoulders. Why is the AI in this game so brain dead? I mean, being programmed by Visual Concepts isn't, that probably explains a lot. Haru with a not an enziguri, a heads to toss. And into the corner. And Mithra fighting out, trying desperately to prevent Haru from tagging out, which, you could go for a pin attempt. That would be the safe option. But Haru tossing Mithra back into the corner, pulling her away, and into the Tree of Woe. And choking Mithra, still not taking out. Sending Mithra into the corner, finally takes out. Baton pass. And Panther going for the pin. Pyra breaks it up. You see, Mithra, that's what you should be doing. But no. Panther's back in. Mithra again just too focused on fighting the woman on the apron instead of the woman in the ring. Stomp to the cat, or stomp to the thigh. Middle rope looking for the hammer drop, but Mithra rolling out of the way. And Haru's back on the apron. Mithra didn't realize because she went immediately to Pyra instead of over to Haru. Pyra with a hair toss against the other flame user. Into the corner. There's a corner spear. Panther back up to her feet, immediately sending Pyra down. Trapping the arm. There's an arm breaker. And into the corner. Panther with the hangman. And taking out Haru, or taking out Haru's back in. Haru with a gut-wrenching side slam. And the pin. There's one, there's two, and Pyra kicks out. Irish whip. And a corner facebuster. Pin attempt. Mithra is going to break it up. But Pyra somehow kicked out at one. Mithra being sent to the outside. And Haru just stepping out of the way of that double leg drop kick. Into the corner. If we can get a baton pass here, I think that would be it. But no, Pyra with the reversal. Haru grabbing Pyra from behind over the shoulders. And a backdrop. Into the corner. And Haru with the clothesline. And the pin. There's one. There's two. Pyra kicks out. Into the corner again. And here we go, baton pass. This should be it if Panther goes for the pin. Which she does not. What the fuck, Panther? Knocking Mithra back off the apron. But Pyra with a spinning heel kick. And Pyra sending Panther into the corner, climbing back in. And spearing Haru off the apron. And of course... Nope. Just staring down her sister. There's Pyra! There was literally no need to do that. And now Pyra, armbar looking for the submission she's going to release because it's this game. Yep. God, 2K Sports, you guys are fucking atrocious. The AI logic in this game is so fucking broken. Panther, go for the pin! Stop just standing there like a dumbass. Go for the pin. Jesus. 2K Sports, like, this is complete garbage. Like, I'm sorry to break character, but seriously. And of course, now Pyra tags out. She could have ended this match 10 minutes ago if she weren't a complete dumbass. But no, it's this AI. They have no idea how to actually do tag team matches because, well, they're complete brain dead. Panther with the recoil. Oh, now you go for the pin. Now you go for the pin when it's... Oh my god. You could have gone for the pin after the tag team attack. That's what you should have done. But no. That would actually be the smart thing to do. And of course, we can't have the AI doing the smart thing. Because that would require some bit of competence from visual concepts. Pulling on the arm. Hangman, and she's gonna waste like 5 more minutes because she's not gonna go for the pin. Oh wow, no, she actually is. But Mithra's gonna kick out. Yep. Panther, you know you could have actually gone for like an actual attack instead of just being a complete dumbass. Or, you know, Mithra, you could have just you could have actually done something instead of just standing there. 2K Sports, fix your broken ass AI. It's clear that you don't actually put any effort into your products. If you did, then you would realize that this is complete bunk and should be fixed immediately. But no, you can't do that. You wouldn't do that because that would actually require a little bit of competence, which we all know you don't have. Standing corkscrew splash. There's one, there's two, and Pyra kicks out somehow. And Panther, instead of actually doing a follow-up that would have made sense, no, tags in Haru. Into the corner, clothesline. Looking for the next snap, but of course Pyro with the reversal, because why not? Oh my fucking god. Chain attack, which should not have happened if Haru had if Haru had any semblance of competence. Pin and Panther's gonna break it up. And of course she knocks out the referee, because why not? We've got to extend this match another 10 minutes. Artificially. Suplex right on top of the referee, as if he hasn't suffered enough, as if I haven't suffered enough. Ref, get up. Thank you. And of course is right when Haru reverses, because why not? Of course the AI never actually reverse when we want them to, but as soon as we're 30 minutes into a match, now all of a sudden they know how to reverse fucking everything. "2K Sports, is your formulation backwards? Is your formula backwards? I think it might be backwards. The further into a match you go, the less you should be reversing." I think you have it backwards because you guys are so bad at your jobs. Haru, please. End our misery. Go for the pin! Haru! Fine, go for the women's rights and then pin. Thank you. There's one, there's two, there's three.
Here are your winners, Diamond Mine.
2K Sports. Visual Concepts. Do you not see the fucking issue? And for our second tag team matchup of the evening, and hopefully it goes a little bit smoother than the last one. Introducing first, it is Ren Amaya and Ryuji Sakamoto, the Phantom Thieves of Heart.
At a combined weight of 315 pounds, the Heart Foundation.
And their opponents, it is Rex and Zeke Von Genbu, the Heroes of Chaos.
At a combined weight of 360 pounds, the Disciples of Darkness.
Here we go. Referee rings the bell as Skull and Zeke find their way to each other. And Zeke just sending himself into the turnbuckle because of Rex. Ryuji with a bear hug, looking for the submission, but Zeke elbowing out. Zeke up over in a facebuster. Elbow drop. And sending Skull back into the corner. But Skull elbows out. Running neck breaker. And Zeke tagging out. Rex in the ring. And immediately hit with a scoop slam. Ryuji forcing Rex up over the shoulders. And back down. Joker sending Rex into the corner. And Rex elbowing out. Chop block. And sending Joker into the corner. Dangling armbar. And a facebuster. Pin attempt, there's one. And Joker kicks out. Joker sending Rex into the corner. And Irish whip into the corner. Rex pulling Joker away. Wrist clutch. Into the top rope DDT. Running senton from Joker along the outside. And Joker tossing Rex back inside the ring. Zeke picking up Joker over the shoulders and sending him face first into the turnbuckle. Zeke with a scoop slam. And back into the corner, tagging Rex back in. And Rex with a double leg dropkick to the spine. Of course, not going for a pin. Instead, heading up top. And a crossbody. Rex going for the pin. Here comes Ryuji to break it up. And Rex tagging in Zeke, who's just completely ignoring Joker, who gets the Desperado tag. And now Ryuji going for the pin, and Rex breaks it up. Ryuji tossing Zeke into the corner, turning him around face first into the turnbuckle. And the back elbows. Joker's back in the ring. Top rope moonsault. And the pin, there's one. There's two. Zeke kicks out. Now Joker with a head scissor takedown. Forcing Zeke back up to his feet. And Zeke with a hip attack, with a hip toss. Joker sending Zeke back into the corner. Turning him around face first into the corner turnbuckle. And a running facebuster. And Joker, instead of actually going for a pin, tags out. And now Zeke with a suplex in the corner. And a toss into the corner. Or an Irish whip into the corner, rather. And a backbreaker. Zeke heading up top. And a diving elbow drop. And Zeke with the reversal, sending Ryuji into the corner. And Ryuji elbows out. Ryuji again elbowing out, sending Zeke into the corner, and we just have a match of tennis right now. And now Zeke going for the pin. There's one. Ryuji kicks out. And Ryuji sending Zeke into the corner and doesn't actually do anything, instead tags out because, you know, what's momentum? And Zeke tags out. Chain attack with an RKO. And Rex actually doing the smart thing, going for the pin. There's one, there's two. Ryuji just there for more support. I mean, it worked, but... Do I just have really bad luck? I mean, I know I have terrible luck, but, like... Do I just have really, really bad luck when it comes to tag team matches? Or are my expectations just slightly too high? Joker forcing Rex back up to his feet. And a double knee facebuster. Like in a tag team match, like, give us... Give us the option of how many breakups we want. Anyway, Joker the Phantom Cutter. And the lazy pin. There's one, there's two. Rex kicks out. Like, honestly, I think one breakup per match, per person, is like the sweet spot. But no, they can't I don't know why they can't program it like that. Or at least, again, give us the option. It doesn't make sense, other than they're just lazy. Joker with a backbreaker. And a leg drop. Go for the pin, go for the pin. There's the pin, there's one, there's two, and Rex again kicks out. Joker sending Rex into the corner. Did Rex really just reverse a tag out? Okay. There's one, there's two, and Joker kicks out. Joker with a clothesline, tagging out. Ryuji's back in. And Ryuji getting reversed. But quickly gaining control yet again. One arm scoop slam. Forcing Rex back up to his feet. And here we go, baton pass. And the pin. There's one, there's two, and make that 2 wins in a row for the Phantom Thieves.
Here are your winners.
Well, technically it's going to be 3 in a row, because next match is automatically going to be a Phantom Thief win, but first it's the Diamonds, and then the main Phantom Thieves of Heart. Who's next? And for our penultimate matchup of the evening,
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing Diamond Mine from Tokyo, Japan. The
Introducing first, it is the Queen of the Phantom Thieves and your former women's Cruiserweight champion, Makoto Niijima. And her opponent, it is your women's Cruiserweight champion, Kasumi Yoshizawa.
Undisputed Impact Cruiserweight Champion, the Phantom Violet.
Here we go, both women ready. And refereeing is about Kasumi. Not wasting any time with that running single leg drop kick. And setting up Makoto along the western ropes. And Makoto with a clothesline to the back of the neck, middle rope moonsault, and a ground and pound. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this is technically a Falls Count Anywhere match. Let's see if that actually comes into play, which I doubt it will, but hey. Kasumi being sent out to the apron. And fighting her way back inside the ring. Almost landing on top of Makoto. And the head scissor toss. Makoto back up to her feet, but immediately taken back down by Kasumi. And the head scissor toss again. Kasumi with the reversal, forcing Makoto back up to her feet, and the running clotheslines. Kasumi dragging Makoto away from the ropes, going for a quick pin. There's one. Makoto kicks out. And Kasumi with a head scissor toss. Makoto rolling to the outside. Not like that's going to help her this match. And Kasumi with a suicide dive. And referee outside the ring, you know what that means. Falls count anywhere. Kasumi with the up and over. There's one, there's two. Makoto kicks out. Makoto the kick to the jaw, going for the pin herself. There is a one count. Makoto tossing Kasumi over to the side. Makoto going for another pin attempt. There's one. Kasumi kicks out. Makoto the running hammer drop. And picking up the leg for a leg DDT. Kasumi with the $1 million stunner. And the pin, there's one, there's two. Makoto kicks out. Kasumi with the kicks to the face. And a standing corkscrew moonsault into a leg drop. You know, a pin would have been nice there, but it's the AI. They never actually do anything smart. Corkscrew splash from Kasumi. And the pin. Referee, what are you doing? Referee, what are you doing? There's one, there's two. And the referee getting his cardio in before going for the 3 count and still somehow counting to 3.
Here is your winner,
What in the hell was that finish? And for our main event of the evening, introducing first, representing C's,
the following contest,
it is Akihiko Sanada.
from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 141 pounds, Akira.
And there are rumblings in the JWE universe that he deserves another title shot. And well, this match is basically to determine if he will get one at SummerSlam or not. I'm not saying that, or Summer SmackDown or not. Not saying that if he does win this match, he will. It's just, you know, this is the fight for the first rung on the ladder, right underneath Akechi. So championship stakes are implied here. And his opponent coming to play. It is Leon Kuwata.
And his opponent from Japan, weighing in at 148 pounds, the rockstar Leon Kuwata.
And refereeing the bell. Leon immediately hitting Akechi with, or excuse me, immediately hitting Akihiko with the crossbite, but Akihiko with the reversal, Leon with the reversal right back. Springboard flying forearm from Akihiko. And the pin, there's one, Leon kicks out. And Akihiko with some more grounds and pounds. Leon, no, Akihiko with the reversal, sending Leon out to the apron. But Leon fighting his way back in. Akihiko with a springboard forearm. And a pin attempt. There's one. Leon kicks out. And Leon with the reversal on the ground. And Akihiko rolling to one corner. Leon with a running knee strike. Leon going for the pin. There's one. There's two, and Akihiko kicks out. And Leon looking for the fastball punch, but Akihiko with the reversal, sending Leon for an Irish whip and a Superman punch. Pin attempt, there's one, there's two, and Leon kicks out. Irish whip. And the pin attempt after the ground and pound, there's two, and Leon kicks out. Akihiko with an arm drag. And Leon with the reversal fighting out. Knife edge chop turning Akihiko around and knee to the face. But Akihiko kicks him off. Akihiko with the ground and pound. And the pin, there's one, there's two, and Leon does not kick out, and Akihiko pick up a massive win. Really good for... Wait. That's Goro Akechi's music, and here comes Akechi from behind, pushing Akihiko down. And staring down his new championship rival, well, one of his new championship rivals. And saying that, yeah, you can defeat Leon, you can defeat Shinjiro, you can defeat anyone you like. Can't defeat me. And with that, I'd like to thank you all for joining us here tonight and hope to see you on Friday for Eclipse. But until then, we are signing out from Seattle, Washington. See ya.